Hey, beautiful people, it is Rickita, and I'm back with class number 3, you guys. So I told you guys today we're going to talk about the third-party credit bureaus. I want to teach you guys the third-party credit bureaus, how to get your credit report. So let me go ahead and send this text message over to everybody that's in my texting club, and let me drop it down below so you guys can join my texting club. Make sure you guys text SCORE to 21,000 so that you guys can be a part of my texting club. So whenever I go live or like I have a new product out or something new, something like emergency I want to tell you guys about, I may just send out a text message. So make sure you guys join my texting club. And everybody that's in my texting club, when I have my $100 Cash App giveaway, I will send you guys $100, whoever wins. So definitely, you guys join the texting club. Again, I told you guys, let's wait about 5 minutes. Let's let everybody come in here and send everybody come in here so that we can start the class. Now, I know that today's class is going to be a lot. And when I say it's a lot, it's going to be a lot in regards to how many different bureaus you have to go to get your credit reports. But trust me, it's going to be totally worth it. And you guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them down in the comments. After the video is done, then I will go ahead and answer, your questions. But yeah, you guys definitely go ahead and drop them down in the comments, and I will answer them after the video is done. How is everybody doing today? You guys tell me like where you guys are from. I'm trying to see like where is most of my clientele or most of the people that's watching me. I'm starting to realize too, it's the people from Canada watching me. And I told you guys, I'm going to teach you guys in Canada about credit too. And some of the companies too, when I was putting them up, I did a little bit more research on it. Like, hey, we do Canada too. I'm like, oh my gosh. But I see a lot of people from Canada is watching me in different parts of the world. So definitely, you guys, let me know where you guys are from. And if you guys are from Canada and you're watching, I'm going to help you guys out in the future. I'm going to make sure I figure out what I have to do to help you guys out so you guys can learn about credit and start preparing your credit. Like a lot of these credit bureaus, you guys, some of them, they only do the United States, but then some of them too, they're around the whole world, you guys. Like, some people may ask about like Equifax or Experian. They're in different countries too, so it's not just the United States. So a lot of the things that we have going on with our credit system in the United States is actually like that in other countries. So yeah, you guys definitely drop those comments. And after class today, we're going to go over any question that you guys have. I'm definitely going to go over any questions that you guys have. I'm going to go over to like the membership so you guys can kind of see how it works and how you guys can actually go in there and use it. So just in case you guys have questions about that, we are putting you guys that already paid for credit repair before, you want to get into the membership. Just look out because we're actually starting adding the people now. So just wait your turn, you guys. We're adding people into it slowly. You guys don't have to request it. You're going to automatically be added to the membership. So my online class, you guys don't have to worry about requesting it. I'm going to automatically add you guys. But let's see. Let's go over some of the comments. We still got 2 more minutes before the class started. The texting club is awesome. I love the heads up that you're live. Really? Thank you. You know what? I really didn't want to do, the texting club is fine. I love it. I really love it. But it's expensive. So I don't like the fee of it, but I do like that you like, okay, I don't have to figure out where she live at. I don't have to figure out, if class is happening, I'm going to get a message. As soon as she's live, she's going to message me. And like, I love that you can just click right on that link. So I'm definitely with you on that. Hey, Stacy. Hey. Oh, John from Tampa. Okay, Tampa, we stay in the same city. Look at us, Tampa in the house. Hey, Cynthia. Okay. Oh, you out there with the cold. I'm glad I finally moved away from the cold. Now I'm in Tampa. But like I told you guys, I just moved to Florida, so I'm in Tampa, you guys, and getting everything situated. It's been different. It's been different, but I totally love the weather. Oh, look at the cute baby. I didn't see you yesterday. Where have you baby been? Look at a little cute baby. I'm always remember you because of the baby. But hello to you. Good afternoon. And hi to you. Look at your smiles. I like to look at your pictures, you guys. I definitely love it. And how are you doing today? We got some time. I hope you're getting ready. I cannot wait to call you and get those good results from you. But you guys, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to the comments. Let's get started on the class. I actually got me something to eat. Finally, I'm eating before class, but you guys start doing a class like 22 minutes long. After that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to answer any questions that you guys have. Make sure you guys drop your questions in the comments. Drop your questions in the comments and then I'll answer them. And then if you guys have questions like while the video is going, just drop them down below and then I'll answer them after the class. But okay, you guys, let's get started. Beautiful people, it's Rickita and this is class number 3. So with class number 3, I want to show you guys how to get your credit reports from the third-party bureaus. So there is more than just TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and I'm going to teach you guys how you can actually get that report, from those other companies. Now, don't forget, you guys, if you guys are not part of the membership, make sure you guys join my exclusive membership. While you guys are in my exclusive membership, you guys will be able to have access to all my credit repair letters. You guys will also have access to free credit repairs. So say if you don't want to repair your credit yourself, then I can go ahead and help you repair your credit. You'll be able to see my exclusive live videos. Sometimes people want me to show them how to write certain letters, how to get certain things deleted, how to do certain things or ask certain questions. I'm going to have exclusive live video within my membership. So if you guys want to be a part of those exclusive live videos, definitely go ahead and subscribe to my exclusive membership. And then too, as I'm doing all these classes, I don't know if you may already be a part of it because that's where you're watching this from, but I actually have all of these classes organized for you guys with all of the printouts and my actual slides. You guys can click on these websites too. But you guys will have access to all of my classes and my slides, you guys. And remember, all you have to do is text SCORE to 21,000. You guys will be entered into my $100 monthly draw. And then also, I will send you the link so that you guys can join my exclusive membership. And then too, you guys can always put credit 101 to get $30 off of your sign up. So definitely go ahead and sign up. So go ahead and text SCORE to 21,000. You guys will get the link and then use credit 101 so that you guys can actually get the coupon code so you guys can get $30 off. Now let's get right on to it. I know I told you guys about the Equifax. I know I told you guys about TransUnion already, and I know you told you guys about Experian. These are the 3 main credit bureaus, right? So I understand we have the 3 main credit bureaus. I showed you guys how to get your credit reports. Hopefully you got your credit reports already. Now let's talk about the third party, the other credit bureaus. Now, some people ask, why we gotta talk about it? Like, who cares about these third party credit bureaus? Like, I just need to get TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian because those are people that I'm going to need when I go get my mortgage, when I go get my car, when I have to go get my house. But that's not necessarily true, you guys. There's other bureaus that report information. So when I say there's other bureaus that report information, you got to think about your insurance. So there's bureaus out there that report your insurance. So say like when I wanted to get some insurance on my house, they pulled my reports from other companies other than TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian to see if I had any claims out there or, the times I actually had insurance. There's companies that collect that information. And even when it comes down to like health insurance, life insurance, there's companies out there that need to collect that information so that they can sell it to others. In regards to like when you're trying to get life insurance or health insurance, there's a company out there with your medical records, and then also proof if you ever had insurance, what type of insurance you had. And then there's companies out there that actually just record your medical payments, so they don't have to just have like your actual medical records. They can also have your medical payments. Some companies just record all transactions when it comes down to checks, card transactions, any transactions like that, they record those transactions. So some bureaus, they record those transactions. So if you're wondering, hey, why can't I, write checks? Why am I having problems getting a bank account? Then that's something you may want to look into. Tenant histories. So some people don't understand this. When you want to go rent a house, now they're not just looking at TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, just your credit scores. They're looking to see if you ever had an eviction. They want to look for evictions and foreclosures, these different things. There's other companies out there that report this information. So I need you guys to understand that if you wonder, hey, why am I not getting approved? They say I had an eviction, but it's not on my credit reports. That's because there's third-party agencies. They have this information and they're reporting it to the company that's denying you. Check writing. So it's companies out there record check writing. They actually verify checks too. So if you guys ever wrote some bad checks, they know about it, you guys, and they're going to share it to other companies so that they don't go ahead and accept your check. Some companies record debts, just like the credit bureaus, your regular accounts, like your credit cards, your your credit cards, your student loans, all of your different accounts that you may have on your regular credit report. And then 2 court documents. So those people that have actually like a bankruptcy, I'm going to talk to you guys about a bureau that actually talk about your court documents. It's kind of telling on you when you're trying to get that bankruptcy removed from your credit report. So yes, there's a lot of things that they actually go ahead and collect on. They're collecting and they're selling, and you need to know about them. So when you get denied, you're knowing, oh, that's because they got the report from this person, and you can go and clean up that report. So when they go ahead and pull it again, they don't see those negative items, those negative and inaccurate items that affected you before when you tried to go ahead and get that house, when you tried to get the car. So here is some of the small credit bureaus, you guys. So we got LexisNexis, and I'm going to go ahead and go through all of these companies separately, and I'll tell you guys how to get your reports. So we got LexisNexis, we got Rent Bureau, we got TeleCheck, we got Certegy, we got Medical Information Bureau, we got Innovis, we got the CoreLogic. We also have SageStream, you guys. So these are the companies where I want you to get your credit reports from. And, it don't have to be credit reports, but just all the reports that they have for you. I'm going to show you guys, how to go ahead and get your reports from them. And I didn't name things like check systems, because if you guys are trying to get a bank account and you can't get a bank account, there is probably a company out there called Check Systems that's actually keeping, information in regards to, hey, you did not pay this bank off. They'll have all your debts with any unpaid debts with different banks. And if you guys want me to talk about that, definitely let me know. Drop those comments, and I can come back to those comments, and I can help you guys out, and I can make a special video about that. But let's go into the first company. So we got LexisNexis. So LexisNexis, like I told you guys, they collect the court documents such as like your bankruptcies. So whenever you have a bankruptcy on your credit report and you're trying to get it removed and you're wondering, why is this account not coming off of my credit reports? That's because LexisNexis may be verifying that bankruptcy. So if you ever want to, if you want to work on removing the bankruptcy, you need to check and see if they have a copy, if they have that bankruptcy on your report. So all you have to do is just go to this website, and all of my students, if you guys are in my exclusive membership, you guys have all of these links where you can just go ahead and click on the link. So you don't have to worry about this, but this is the website here, you guys. You guys can go ahead and request a copy of your report from LexisNexis. You can also call them. So you can call them, give them your information. They're probably going to have to verify with like your social or something like that. And then they'll go ahead and send you a copy of your report. Now, some of these companies, you guys, think about it like this. Some of these companies, they have to mail it to you, and then, it's going to take different times for them to mail it to you because, they have different processing times. So I would tell you guys, wait up to 2 weeks and ask the company too when you call them, or if you do it online, they should let you know how long it's going to take for them to actually send you the report. During different times, like with the COVID and, sometimes maybe they're just getting really busy, times may vary. So I definitely want you guys to call always and ask for the updated information. But go ahead and complete your request online, or you can go ahead and give them a call. Now, the next company I want to talk to you guys about is Rent Bureau. Now, Rent Bureau, they're owned by Experian. So Experian, I always tell you guys, they're doing more than just your regular credit score and your credit report. They're collecting like your rent payment history. So if you guys are trying to get a rental, and you wonder why you can't get approved for a rental, maybe your previous landlord was reporting your rent payments to Rent Bureau, and now you're unable, maybe you had late payments, and now you're unable to get approved for certain homes because now they see your payment history. And that's because they can get your credit report from Rent Bureau. Now, if you guys want to get a copy of your report because you want to see what they have listed, then definitely go to their website, and this is the direct website here. You can call them too. So go ahead and call them, say, hey, I need to get a copy of my report, and then they'll go ahead and mail you out a copy of your report, or you can go ahead and mail them your request. Now, I have a copy of you. Sometimes you may see me say, hey, mail your request in. There's an actual form that you guys have to fill out, and you guys can see these actual forms in my membership. Again, you guys, that form is in a membership. All you have to do is go to the side where the documents are at, click that and mail that form in, and then they'll go ahead and send you your actual reports. So TeleCheck, you guys, they're like I told you guys, if you ever wrote bad checks, they're gonna have your check writing history. And then too, it don't have to be bad, it can be good too. So they'll have your good and your bad history. All you have to do is go to their website, go ahead and fill out that form, and then they'll go ahead and send you what they have. Or you can call them. You can call them and say, hey, I want to get my check writing history. And then if you go ahead and, like I said, if you're an exclusive membership, you should have a form that you can go ahead and fill out, and you can send it to them. And when you send this form to them, they're going to request that you send a copy of a check a lot of times. So they're going to want a copy of the check, and then they're going to want a copy of your ID. They need proof that it's actually you. But you guys can go ahead and mail in your request to TeleCheck, and then they can go ahead and send you everything that they have. So Certegy, you guys, Certegy is like a check authorization. So they collect and report check authorization nationwide. So again, if you're trying to write a check, sometimes they want to get it authorized. They want to see, if this is a good check, or if it was even authorized, and they'll go ahead and contact this company. But if you want to get a copy of your reports, call them. Their phone number is right here listed. You can also fax them. You can go ahead and fax in. They have a form that you can fill out. Again, in my membership program, definitely you guys join my membership program, but you can go ahead and fax them in a request, and they can go ahead and mail you a copy of your surgery report. And then you can also mail it in too. So you can fax it, or you can fax or mail it, mail in that form I have for you guys, or you could just call them and let them know that you want to get a copy of your report. Now, I know this is like a lot, but literally just go one by one. Like you have the TeleCheck, go ahead and send on a request for TeleCheck. And then go ahead, after that request is done, go ahead and fill out a request for a Certegy, you guys. And then they'll go ahead and send you that report. Just do it one by one, but just make sure it's done. That's it. And then, the Medical Information Bureau. If you guys are trying to get, like I told you guys, you're trying to get insurance, health insurance, life insurance, this is the company right here that actually tell you, hey, what's the risk of giving them insurance? What's the risk of giving them life insurance? Don't forget, they want to protect their assets. So they want to know more about you and your medical history. And this is where they can go ahead and get that medical history from you guys. So a lot of times, if you get denied for insurance, they should tell you why you're getting denied. And they should also tell you like the bureau that they got the information from, so that you can contact that bureau. Because sometimes it may not be a bureau that I have listed. There's so many companies out there that collect information on us, you guys. But if you want to get a copy of your medical information, you want to get a copy of your medical report for the Medical Information Bureau, all you got to do is just give them a call, or you can go ahead and go to this website. Don't forget, all the links will be in the membership. If you guys are part of the membership, all of the links will be there. You can go ahead and click on this link, fill out that form, or you can go ahead and mail in your request. Again, I have a lot of the forms that you can mail in so that you can request a copy of your reports. So go ahead and mail in your request. If they do not have a form, all you have to do on a letter, all you have to do is put, hey, I request my report that you guys have in your system. You have to say, you guys, I request the report that you have, that your company have in your system, in your database. And then you want to list your name, your address, social, and your date of birth, so that they can have it. They can go ahead and verify, what they have already in their system. And then you want to send a copy of your ID, and you also want to send a copy of, maybe something that has your proof of your address on there. So that can be a water bill, energy bill, phone bill, copy of your lease. These different things can be a second form of identification for you. But you can go ahead and mail in your request. Now, you guys, sorry about that. Another one is Innovis, you guys. You guys, they verify like ID. So say if you guys are trying to, get into a different, like you're trying to get into a home, they actually use Innovis to go ahead and verify that your ID is actually correct. So I remember when I was trying to get into a rental, they wanted me to take pictures of myself. It was like a system. They wanted me to like move my face back and forth with like my phone. They wanted me to move it back and forth. And then they wanted copies of the front and the back of the ID. But a lot of those companies like Innovis, that's what they do. They verify that information is correct. So now they want to make sure you're an actual person. And then they want to look at your ID, because they want you to take like a picture of the front and the back of your ID. And they're going to scan it, you guys. So this is one of the companies that makes sure that, yep, Rickita is a real person. That as her ID, you're working with a real person. There are so many scams out here, you guys. Some of these companies are very necessary. So when you get your credit together, you're going to be happy that they have certain companies like this, because certain companies can stop a lot of fraud that can potentially happen to you guys. But if you want to get a copy of your report from Innovis, go ahead and call them. You can also go to their website and fill out their form, and you can also mail them a request. So, yep, you guys can get a copy of that report. And remember, if there's anything that's wrong, I'm going to show you guys how to actually send a dispute for a lot of these companies, but that's at a later date. So the next one is CoreLogic Credo. So with this company, you guys, think of them as the credit bureau. Like, they have so much information, like regular accounts, you know, like your credit cards, your card payment, those different things. So I always tell people, you want to automatically get the report from them because you want to see what's there that's negative, because you want to dispute this information. So you can call them, go ahead and get them a call. I believe they have a form. So if they have a form, don't forget, they're in the membership. You guys can go ahead and fax in this form, and you can go ahead and mail in your request. But usually what I'll do is I'll just say, hey, I'm requesting a copy of the credit report. And then I'll, like I told you guys, a copy of the ID, copy of the, say a copy of your lease, copy of your energy bill, copy of your water bill, something with your proof of address. And then you can go ahead and mail and fax in your request, and they can send it to you. Now, don't forget, they got 3 different companies. So if you call them, ask them about the different companies, because I know they got the TeleCheck. They have a rent I think they have a rent program too. Let me look it up on my computer right here. They have a rent one too, where they actually verify your renting history. Let me get the actual name for you guys. Rent Safe. So that's eviction history. And then two, the credit card, the one that we're doing right now too, is with auto and mortgage. So a lot of times, if you're trying to get a car, if you're trying to get a mortgage, those are the people that try to get these reports. So I definitely tell you guys, clean this up too. It's not just a credit bureau at this point, because I don't want anybody to, try to, hold on one second. I had this message. I don't want anybody to try to get a house and then there's a problem. I'm so sorry about that. But I don't want anybody to try to get a house and there's a problem. But the fax number is here. So you can go ahead and fax in your request. And then two, don't forget, I have on both computers. Sorry about that. But you want to include all of the things too. So on that one letter, you can, for a TeleCheck, which is payday loans. So they got TeleCheck, they got Rent Safe, and they got the CoreLogic credit card that we have right here. You can say, hey, I'm requesting a copy of my reports from TeleCheck, Rent Safe, and Credit Co. And you can fax that in, or you can go ahead and mail in that request. Or if you call them, you should go ahead and you should be able to send in your request right over the phone too. But let them know that it's 3 different companies, and you want to get the reports from all 3. So SageStream, you guys, SageStream, think of them too. Think of SageStream, just like I told you, like the regular credit bureaus, and just like CoreLogic. You want to think of them as that, because they have so much information on you guys in terms of, all of your history. So they're going to send your information to third-party bureaus. Some people will just pull your SageStream. Some companies just pull your SageStream in addition to the other third-party credit bureaus. So if you guys want a copy of this report, go ahead and call them. And then again, too, you see their fax number here. Go ahead and send them a fax. You can also fill out the form online. So go ahead and fill out your form online, and then you can mail in your request too. A lot of these companies, you guys, don't forget, I have the actual form you can fill out too. And if I don't have a form, just let them know, hey, I am requesting a copy of my SageStream report. And then go ahead and mail it to their address. But make sure you include a copy of your ID and something that verifies your address. So again, you guys, those are all of the companies. Take your time in terms of, don't miss the credit bureau. Don't miss one of the credit bureaus. Make sure you send that you send in that report. But don't wait. Don't think, okay, I'll do this next month. Do it right now, because it's going to take a while for them to come in the mail. So, send in that request so that you can be good on your end, but you're just waiting on them to do what they have to do. You already put in the action. It's already working, you guys. So I know it looked like mumbo jumbo. You see all of this right here, but, take your time and you can shoot it out one by one, you guys. So when I say shoot out one by one, go to SageStream website, fill out this form, check it off. Like, yep, Yep, I got that done. Then go to CoreLogic. Let them know, hey, you want to get a report from all 3 bureaus. You can just call them, go ahead and request that report right over the phone, and they should send you that request in. Go to Innovis too, you guys. You can send that request in right online. Do it one by one. Do not overwhelm yourself, but just go ahead and get it done. Don't forget, you guys are able to get a copy of this report once a year. So every year you are entitled to a copy of this report. And yesterday I was telling you guys about the credit bureaus. If you guys are unemployed right now, so if you guys are unemployed or you're looking to, get a job in the next 60 days, you guys can get a copy of your credit reports. If you guys think that you may have potential fraud on these reports, you can get another copy of your credit reports. If you're denied from a certain company, then you guys can get a copy of your credit reports here. So keep that in mind, you guys. You guys can get an additional copy of your credit reports if you need them, but just go ahead and get that first one so we can work on removing any negative items that may stop you from getting the house you want, the car you want, being able to get the job you want, or even moving in a certain neighborhood, you guys. So get started right away. Again, you guys, I hope you guys are already a part of my exclusive membership. So I hope you guys are already a part of my exclusive membership. If you're not a part of my exclusive membership, join now, you guys. So we have payment plans as low as $29 per month. So you can get in here. You can automatically start, working to get your credit repaired. You can get all my credit repair letters so you can work on your credit yourself. When I have exclusive live videos where, some clients may want me to show them how to do dispute letters again, then, you guys will be able to get those exclusive live videos right there with me asking questions. When I'm having my class and you guys want to come on and ask questions, you guys can fill up the 15-minute slots. Come on, ask questions with me also. And then too, you'll have access to my whole course organized. All of the documents there, all of the links are there, you guys. It's organized for you. And don't forget, I told you guys this is as low as $29 per month. And if you guys call us, 833-Rickita, don't forget, always call us. Call us at 833-Rickita. You guys can get a plan where it's not a monthly fee at all. It's like a lifetime membership. You pay a one-time fee. You get in there for a lifetime. You don't have to worry about paying monthly or $29 per month. You pay one fee and you're in there forever. 10 years if you need to be in there. But call or text us, you guys, if you want us to look at your credit reports too. We're happy to look at your credit reports. You guys should already got your credit reports from all 3 credit bureaus. Call us, even if you plan to work on your credit yourself. Call us because we can tell you which credit cards you can get. We can tell you the potential items in your credit reports that you need to get removed. And we can even help you. Don't forget, if you guys are part of my exclusive membership, you get free credit repair. And don't forget too, I'm live Monday through Friday, 12 to 2 Central Standard Time, you guys. So Eastern Time, that would be 1 to 3. But go ahead, join me live every Monday through Friday. I'm doing these classes. If you ever have any questions, call or text us. And make sure you guys are texting SCORE to 21,000 to be a part of my texting club. And if you guys want the link to my exclusive membership, you guys can text SCORE to 21,000 because you guys will get a copy of that also. But hopefully this class was useful to you guys. Do not wait. Do not wait, you guys. Get on this right away. And when I say get on this right away, start sending in your requests so you can start getting those reports in the mail. You guys. Okay. So we're done, you guys. So that was my presentation for the third-party credit bureau. So I was actually eating my salad. So I was eating, you guys, but I still kind of seen some of your comments because I had it on my phone. I was watching you guys on my phone. So let's go through some of your comments and some of your questions that you guys have. And remember, when it comes out to these third-party credit bureaus, it's a lot. When I told you guys how to get your credit reports from just the regular 3 credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, it was as simple as, hey, one company got all 3. It's not like that. You got to go to each company. But I don't suggest you guys try to go to each bureau in terms of, say if you're trying to get a mortgage, or you're trying to fix your credit, then there's only going to be certain bureaus I'm going to want you to really make sure, hey, you have to, you have to get your credit reports from them. And then on top of you have to get your credit reports from them, we have to freeze those and we have to dispute that. But dispute the items that's on those reports. But we're going to go over disputes and all that next week. This week is just the foundation, you guys. Let's get your reports. Let's get everything going. Because don't forget, too, for those third parties, I can't even teach you guys how to dispute those yet, but I can definitely teach you guys how to freeze them because that's part of our credit repair process. So Yeah, you guys, I'm going to teach you guys how to dispute those. So don't worry. We're going to go over disputes next week. I'm going to teach you guys how to fill out the letters, and I'm going to even teach you guys all about the letters. The thing I want you guys to understand is this. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be a journey. You know, learning this is not going to be easy, but I'm here for you guys. And if you guys are part of my membership, we can do the credit repair part of it, like, you know, start repairing your credit, but we cannot, you know, some of the bureaus I can, if you give me a copy of your ID and, you know, proof of like your residence in terms of like a medical, not a medical bill. If you give me like a utility bill, if you give me like a phone bill, you know, something like that, then I can request a copy of the credit reports. But don't forget the reports are going to be sent to you. So I will need you to send them to me. But let's go through some of these comments. I don't want to talk too long about too much on this one. Okay, so we got all our hellos in. We got Texas in the house. Okay, some warm weather coming through. I'd like to talk and get more information. I sent you a message earlier, my husband and I would like to talk and get more information. If you sent us a message, we should be going through our messages. Don't forget, when you guys send it, when you guys text us, if you guys call us, Israel right now, he's doing all of my calls. So anytime you call us, he'll be able to see that. And a lot of times too, like since I'm really busy doing this class, like every day, that presentation that you see put together, all that information on there, I have to put all that together, put it within the course. So I am just so busy. I'm just extremely busy. So he usually answers all of the text messages. But if you call us to text us, we're definitely going to call and text you back. So make sure you guys call or text us. Let me show my phone number. It's 833-Rickita. You guys can just call or text at 833-Rickita, and we'll get back to you for sure. Hello. Hey, Mimi. Hey. Oh, they got a second pretty girl. Hey. I always remember those two, a little baby and a little girl. How can I remove inquiry if I'm denied for credit? Let me put my banner back up, you guys. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Wait, that's not it. Let me put my branding up. Here we go. So if you guys go to my store, which you guys can go to 750andupclub.com. I have my inquiry remove on there. They tell you exactly how you can remove any inquiries on your credit reports. And if you guys are part of my exclusive membership, when I go through different things within my exclusive membership in terms of, hey, you guys, this is an extra trick, you guys will see those things pop up. So it's another way, you know, with my inquiry removal, I tell you guys how to remove inquiry, but then there's other ways, you guys. Some people's like, hey, Rickita, I try to, you know, they want to kind of get a faster way to get it removed. So I'm going to teach you guys that trick. They're trying to see like, hey, I need to get all of them removed. Like when they come down to removing inquiries, experiment remove mine in 4 hours. When they come down to TransUnion and Equifax, it took them a few days because I had to stay on it. But if you guys want to learn like a faster way, I'm definitely going to have that in the class. Okay, you're new to the service. I'm looking forward to you and your team helping me achieve my goals of home ownership. That is good. Well, welcome. Remember this in regards to home ownership. Let's wait a little bit. When it comes down to the market right now, everybody is paying too much for these properties because they can get these really cheap loans, and a lot of investors are getting properties right now. So it's really driving the price of a house up. So I want you guys to really look at a house and look on Zillow and look at the price charts. You know what? Let me show you something like that because I think this is very important for those people that's trying to get a house. I want to show you guys how to look on Zillow and look at like the price change of the value of a house. So let me see. Let me pull up one of the Zillow. I'm just going to pull up a random home on Zillow for sale. So let's see. I was looking at Tampa area. Since I'm in Tampa, let's look in the Tampa area. And let's see. Let's go through some of these properties. Let me share my screen because I have it up. Let me remove this one. There we go. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Here, you guys. Okay, so here we go. Here is the Tampa. Let me remove all of this extra necessary stuff. Like to comments. Okay, let's remove that too. Okay, so here he is. Here is Tampa right here. So let's take that off. Let's look at some of these properties. So let's go down. Like, let's look at this property right here. It's 364,000. Not saying that this is the house you're going to get. I just want you guys to learn how to see the price change in these properties. So, you know, here's a property here, you guys. You guys can look on Zillow, just look up properties. And if you're interested in a property, sometimes you can look on Zillow and see pictures of them. So let's go to home value right here. Let's see if they have. Oh, they want me to log in to see those home values. So look, you guys, in 2010, it was sold for $375,000. They like, look at that. Almost doubled their money, 72% increase. But I guess they held this house for a while. Yeah, they held this house for a while. Let's see if we can look. This is a property where they kind of held it for a while. Sometimes you will see that it was sold or it was bought a year ago, sometimes a few months ago, and you're like, what? How much I paid for it? But they'll get that property together and they'll put the property together and make it look really nice, and then they'll sell it to you. Now look at the assessment on here, you guys. This is what the city or the county is saying that the property is worth. They're saying that it's assessed at this amount, $277,000. So they're basically saying they're only going to tax them on that amount. But you know, I tell people when they're coming out to properties, don't take this too serious. One of my properties, they had it assessed at like, remember the cheap properties? I told you guys I bought my first property, 8,900, 8,700, right? They had it assessed. The city had like assessed at 20,000, but somebody ended up selling their house for 60. People bought their house at 80, 90,000. So I don't really take that too serious. What you really want to look at is you want to make sure that you guys are looking up here at the price history. Let's see if we can find something else though. Let me see if I can find. Oh, this looks like it's really nice. This looks like my house. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the home value. Let's just go straight to it. Do y'all see these numbers going up, up, up? They're going up. Let's see the price and the tax history. Let's go down some. So I guess they listed it for sale at $270. They did that in February. They listed it for rent. This house don't really have too much. On the house last sold for $220,000 back in 2017. So this got a little gap, but not too much of a gap. And let's see what the city got them at 180,000. So you guys, a lot of times too, the assessment, people want to keep this number low because they want to pay taxes on this number and not on that number. A lot of times you buy a house, I know especially like in Milwaukee, if you let them in and let them start looking around your house and find out the value of your house is more than what they have it assessed at, this amount can go up and you could pay more in taxes. So you kind of really want to keep that low. And then they break down, hey, if it's 270, we think that your mortgage will be about 1,300. But you guys go through here and look at these different numbers. And sometimes on some of these properties, you may see, like, you'll see like the prices where it was actually sold. You'll see that, you know, maybe when they bought the property, they paid 100 and something thousand, then they marked it all the way up in terms of, you know, it's too much. They're making too much money off of the property. So if they bought the property probably at 150 and then they turn around selling it at 270, you may want to think about possibly buying you a foreclosure or something in the area and then go ahead and do something called a 203K loan. But make sure you guys are just not overpaying too much. So since 2007, this property went up 22%. That's a good return on investment for sure. But hopefully that's helpful. Just make sure you guys are not overpaying for properties. Like really look at the numbers on Zillow. And I have a video out. On YouTube. I think I had it. I don't know what I had it as. I'll make sure I drop it in the comments after the video. Or you guys just go searching for it. It's like in the beginning where I was showing you guys certain properties where it was like they bought the property, where they tried to sell a property pre-corona and they wasn't able to sell it, but then they marked it up 50,000 and now it's sold after corona. It's like, how is people, getting these properties? That's because the interest rate is so low. People are getting like 2% on a house right now, and they're not caring about, especially if they're like a landlord, they don't care about, how much the house is worth because they're thinking about the cash flow on it. So you're not you trying to have it as an investment. Whatever you make your money when you buy the house, so make sure you can get the house or the cheapest you can get it for. Like the property where my first property I bought was the first house I ever bought, my personal residence at the time. It was a condo. They wanted 13,000, but these were tax foreclosures, you guys. They wanted 13,000. I offered them the 8,000 and they took it. So I didn't want to pay 13. But right now the market is like that, you guys. You're going to be bidding with people that's willing to pay, $20,000, $15,000 more than it's worth because they just got it like that right now because of these interest rates. And that's just the market, you guys. But I'm happy you're on the team. Make sure you just, when it's time for you to buy, don't be too desperate. Some people want to be so desperate that they just buy anything, or some people be so desperate that they overpay. It's not worth it because next year you're going to be like, wow, everybody in my neighborhood, their houses are cheaper because your home value is based on everybody else's home value around you. It's not like, oh, my house I paid $270, it's really worth $270. If everybody else started selling their homes in 100,000, yours is now worth 100,000 too. So just make sure you pick a great area and make sure that you're not overpaying for it. How can I gain 50 points quickly to obtain a better interest rate when I refinance next month? So I can't really tell you guys how to gain a certain amount of points because I looked at this comment when I was eating and I was like, that question is always tricky to me. And let me tell you why. Somebody that has a 400 credit score, they can gain way more points than somebody that already has 700. When you get to 700s, they like pushing giving you little points. But when you have 400s, you can jump all the way up to 500s, next month or even that month, just deleting items from your credit reports. You can jump up to the 600s, deleting items and adding certain credit cards. When you're at the 700s, you can't just jump up to the 800s by adding a credit card. You can't just jump up to the 800s by just deleting an account. Because when you're at the bottom, you have so much growth that you can have. So to ask for 50 points, I really don't know because I need to know where your credit is at right now. I need to know if you have any negative items. If you have negative items, automatically, disputing those items can help you, get some items removed from your credit report and should boost your credit score. If you have some credit cards, maybe, if you don't have any credit cards, get some. That can help boost your credit score up. You guys need at least 4 credit cards. And if you do have credit cards, make sure that the balance is low on your credit cards. If it's not under the 5%, then think about going ahead and pay 5% utilization. Think about going ahead and pay some of those credit cards down because it should boost your credit score up. And what else could you do? Make sure if you have any late payments, you don't get any new late payments. Make sure you keep paying all your bills on time. Some people have like student loans. Well, not right now because we have the corona, but some people got accounts that they're just waiting to, they're disputing right now. They're trying to get removed, but every month they're still marking them late. Make sure you guys don't have any of that going on because every month a late payment come on, it's going to drop your credit scores. So just pay your bills on time. If you don't have 4 credit cards, get you 4 credit cards. It should really boost your credit score up because your credit is like hungry to see, who are you connecting with, and if you're paying them on time, what companies are you getting, what accounts are you getting, are you paying them on time? So pay them on time. Make sure you have your utilization on your credit cards. And anything negative you find anything negative in your credit, try disputing those items right away so you can really work on getting it deleted. Now, just because, like you said, next month you want to refinance, just because you send out a letter don't mean that account is going to be deleted right away. Some accounts you just have to fight to get removed. And that's why I want to teach you guys about third party credit bureaus. But send out that letter and you may be one of the people where a lot of the accounts get removed before the 30 days. So just try that out. But again, when you guys ask questions like, how do I get this many amount of points, or I'm trying to get this, or I'm here, let me know what's your credit score right now. Do you have negative items? How many credit cards you have? And how many installment accounts you guys have? I need to know these different things. And, your utilization is important too. And then I could be able to answer a little bit better. Oh, we talked about this earlier. Well, you have multiple companies. So I know I told you guys, I didn't have it on the board. Let me go ahead and pull that up. If you guys get your CoreLogic is very, very important, you guys. CoreLogic, they got the TeleCheck, which is the payday loan. So if you guys trying to get a payday loan and you wonder, why can't I get another one? You may have messed up on one and they got information on it, like, hey, you messed up on the last one. So if you guys ever had payday loans and you need to get those, well, if you guys ever had payday loans and you didn't pay them back off, automatically you should try to get the TeleCheck report and work on removing that account from that report. And then also you got Rent Safe. Rent Safe, they would do like the evictions. So you guys can definitely check that out. And this is all under CoreLogic. And if you guys are part of the, I already had the presentation, but if you guys are a part of my exclusive membership, all of the information is already there for you. Just go ahead and get that report. When you click on the class, you know, you're going to see the first part of the video, but then you guys are going to see all of the information down below. Just click on, you know, click on the information and start getting that report. And then too, just the point that you got the credit code too with CoreLogic, they have everything, and they usually give that report to auto dealerships and mortgage companies. So sometimes if you have repossessions, it's not just enough to get it off of the credit bureaus in terms of TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You may have to also go ahead and, you know, tap CoreLogic, get it off of your CoreLogic report. And you guys can freeze these reports too. If you freeze these reports, you're going to tell them, hey, don't share my information with, you know, other companies. But this is the downside of freezing reports. When you freeze a report, like say you freeze a report with the credit bureau, what do they always say when you want to get credit? Open it up. And you like, no, I don't want to open it. I don't want to open it. If you go ahead and dispute the accounts, then you know, go ahead and get that report. It's good. You'll be happy for them to go ahead and get that report. So I always tell you guys, we need to freeze them, but we still need to go ahead and dispute them. So next week we'll learn about disputing the accounts, but I want you guys to just take your time first and get the reports from all of these third parties. But yeah, those are the companies that report the foreclosures and evictions. But don't forget, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian can do the same things. These are just the third party. They can report it too. Now, a lot of times people just have me remove it from the major 3 credit bureaus, but they're like, hey, why is my eviction still showing up? And I'm like, hey, it could be on the third party. A third party could be telling on you. But if you ever get denied for something, say if you tried to apply for something like, hey, you got an eviction in your report, or you got an eviction, we don't want to give it to you, and you got it, you and they're like, wait, I got an eviction. They are required to tell you the name of the company, the address, and a phone number that produced that report, so that you can contact them and say, hey, I got denied for something because they said I have an eviction on my report. Please send me a copy of this report. It's more companies than the companies that I told you guys about. These are the main ones I really want you guys to know about and learn about. So yeah, there's so many different companies out there, but really look into that CoreLogic. CoreLogic is really big, you guys. And it's harder to get the report. You just can't ask for the report online. They probably do it like that on purpose. But go ahead, you can fax in the request, or you can mail them a request, or you can just call them too. And I usually just like to fax it in. It's just so much, it's so easier. It's so easy for me to do it that way. The wording looks blurry. You guys, I just got into my house and my internet is kind of, it's kind of funny, but I did see that when I was on my phone, I didn't see it blurry. Maybe something on your end, but sometimes during the video, I did see certain areas was blurry. I'm going to try to see how long it's going to take for them to come out and give me a direct connect. So like when I stream, this is what I'm doing. I'm streaming. You guys will not see any, lapse. You guys will be able to see me clearly. You guys seeing like the video and it's playing and it's like it's sitting still. Then all of a sudden you're like, it's all of this all in one, and then it go back to normal like this. That's because of the internet connection. So you guys, I just got the internet last week. I'm in a new house, learn the area, but I'm going to definitely call them and ask them to come and fix that for me so that I can get a direct connect on my desktop and I don't have to be under Wi-Fi. But yeah, I was eating, but I still let you know, hey, check your connection. It's clear on this end. Yes, you guys should definitely freeze these companies. Don't forget, you guys, I told you guys we're going to talk about freezing these companies next week because it's very, very important that you guys freeze these companies. And I really suggest, you know what, before we get into disputes, I think our first class Monday may be how to freeze these bureaus, because you really want to get these frozen before you actually start working on your credit. Because when you start working on your credit, the credit bureaus may go ahead and get your report from CoreLogic and you don't even know about it, and you wonder how these accounts come back verified. If you guys freeze those reports and start disputing the accounts that's on those reports right away, you'll have a better chance of getting your main credit bureaus cleaned up. The credit bureaus, they really depend on those third-party companies. So definitely, you guys, you want to make sure you freeze those reports. I don't know how. Let me see. Let me turn my ringer down, you guys. I'm so sorry about that. There we go. I need help removing hard inquiries and old accounts and charge-offs. So if you guys are part of my membership, I have the letters that you guys can use to get those old accounts and charge-offs removed from your credit reports. All you guys have to do is send a letter into the credit bureaus requesting that they remove those accounts. And when it comes down to my hard inquiry removal, I have my documents there for a hard inquiry removal. I do not have that as a part of my membership yet, but because I don't have the videos, but you guys can definitely get it there right now because I'm going to make an updated copy of that on how to move inquiries. And I think that you guys, honestly, you guys should still pay for it separately because I know I used to charge $10 per inquiry to get it removed. So it will be nothing for you guys to go ahead and start working on them inquiries yourself. And I told you guys, like when I worked on getting my inquiries removed from my credit reports, you know, some of them I was able to get removed in 4 hours. So go ahead, check out my store and use credit 15 so you guys can get 15% off of it and just start working on those inquiries. But when it come down to, you know, those old accounts and charge-offs, if you guys are not a part of my membership, I do have my letters in the store. You guys can use credit 15 so that you guys can get 15% off, but I also have those available in the membership for free. And if you guys are part of the membership too, you guys will automatically get the free credit repair. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Yes, Aaron, all is well. All is well. All is definitely well over here. Oh, let me see. How long does credit repair take minimum to maximum? You know what? This is a hard question. And the only reason why I say hard is because of this. Some people, they want to get a house. They're going to do everything they can do to get the house. Your credit do not have to be totally clean, crispy clean to get a house. So some people are like, I don't need a crispy clean. I need to just get my house. So when you try to get a house, a lot of times they don't want you to have more than $2,000 in collections. They don't want you to have a bankruptcy file for a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You only have to wait 1 year. So if you had a Chapter 13, just wait 1 year, you can buy. And a Chapter 7, you can wait 2 years. So you can still have a bankruptcy on your credit report and still buy. But some people, you know, they may want to get those removed. So if you're thinking about, you know, if you have certain goals, right? If you have a certain goal, I figure you should be able to get to your goal depending on how bad your credit is. I have some people that got 30 negative items. They got 30 accounts that they messed up on. You know, they got 15 collections. They got 20 collections. That's a lot compared to people that got 1 or 2. So I can't really give you a short answer. But a lot of times, if you do what you need to do and you don't have high balance on your accounts, because remember the collections is really big too. In terms of you can't have more than $2,000 worth of collections, and you cannot owe on your charge-offs also. But I always tell people, I always say, give it a month to about 7 months to a year. Give it some time. If you got big accounts in your credit reports, I'm talking you got $10,000 accounts you still owe on. You got $15,000 accounts you still own. It's going to take you more time, but that's okay. Take your time and just get it right. And remember, you messed your credit up. It took you a while to mess your credit up. It wasn't simple. It wasn't overnight because you had to get late payments for them to even charge your account off. So don't think that it's going to be like a quick fix, but you can get it done faster by freezing your CoreLogic, and you can get it done faster by disputing with CoreLogic and getting those accounts off of the reports. And then go ahead and working on your TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and work on removing them accounts from your credit reports. You'll see more results when you go ahead and do it that way. But I tell people, you know, some clients, they'll come to me, I work on their credit, and I mean their credit, just regular disputes, nothing special. We didn't even freeze CoreLogic. I'll see too that their accounts is completely cleared off in a month. But then remember, if you think about, wait, how is it completely cleared off? It's completely clear from the credit reports. That's because when you send a letter out to the credit bureaus, if they don't respond in those 30 days and you sent it out certified, you got the proof that they did not respond. They have to delete every account that you listed. So, you know, it can be deleted that fast. It's a lot that goes into your credit. But I kind of went over it some, but I'm going to piece it all together next week. We're going to piece it all together. But give it about a year. Give it some time. Give it about a year, sometimes a little bit more, depending on the accounts and how clean you want your credit. Some accounts may be stubborn. Some accounts may just delete it. They don't have time to mess with you. They're like, girl, just go on. I'm going to delete this account. Or, boy, just go. I'm just going to delete this account. So it really just depends. Hello, Sugar Yummy. Sugar Yummy. I love that. Are you welcome, maybe? You were so shocked that I moved close to your backyard, right? I just moved here. Don't forget, I stayed in the winter. That's why I got the snowflakes on here. I changed this. I need to put some sunshine on here. Now I'm on glowing from the light. But yeah, I just moved into your backyard. That's why you if you guys seen, I was at the Super Bowl. It was right in Tampa. It's like, oh my gosh. But we kind of planned that. We was staying, we was moving to different parts. We was moving around different parts of Florida doing business. So last year when we found out that the Super Bowl was gonna be in Tampa, we was like, we definitely have to be there. And we always said we want to stay in Tampa. Just like I love the friendly environment. I love like they used to have like the groups at the public library and stuff like that. So I love the area. So you guys definitely going to see a lot of things that I have coming to Tampa and just Florida in general, all the different things I have going on. And I can't wait to go to Disney World again. I can't wait to show you guys that. I thought you had to wait 2 years for it to come off. Any account that's on your credit report, you guys, you don't have to wait a certain amount of time. That's for it to fall off. And I always say hop off, jump off. That's for it to fall off your credit reports or get taken off of your credit reports. Now, listen. Only way accounts, if they say it's going to take 2 years, that's because you're not doing anything to try to get it removed. If anything is inaccurate on your credit reports, and I'm going to show you guys how to spot inaccuracies, then you guys can get that removed sooner. So you guys can definitely get that those accounts removed sooner. So when it come down to, I told you guys, like, collections, charge-offs, all these different accounts, any student loans that you may be late on, repossessions, these different things, they can stay on your credit reports for 7.5 years if you don't do anything about it. But if you start working to get these accounts removed, you may see next month is gone, in 4 months it's gone. Now, I've seen people, they file bankruptcy in it, they come to me and the next year we're able to get that bankruptcy removed. So, it really just depends. And when it comes down to inquiries, they always tell you, always tell you 2 years. But that's not necessarily true. You can always just, right after you get the inquiry, be like, hey, what's going on with this inquiry? And they can work on removing those inquiries. So any accounts that's on your credit reports, you guys don't have to wait a certain amount of time. If you guys start actively working to dispute them, they can come off the credit report sooner. You guys don't have to wait a certain amount of time. If I can't get 2 late payments removed from my credit reports for my auto loan, should I refinance my auto loan to close the account? Would that prevent those leads from being counted? So anything that's already on your credit reports, unless you work to remove like that late payment, it's going to stay there until you work to remove it. It's not just going to magically disappear. So if you close that account, you're going to see, hey, this is your full account, but you still have these 2 late payments this month and this year. So it won't necessarily help you. And don't forget, when you refinance your car, and say if you go to different companies, so like when I refinanced my car, I went with a different company I refinanced. They closed my old loan out because when you refinance, a lot of times they're paying off your old loan, which means you paid off say if you got a Honda, you paid off your Honda. Now you're getting into, a Denali or something. I don't know. Now you're getting into a Denali. That's a new loan. A lot of times when you refinance, people don't understand that. And if you're staying with the same bank, sometimes they can still go ahead and refinance it for you without giving you a new loan, but it really just depends. So those late payments is technically going to stay there, though, until you work on removing them. But sometimes people think late payments, they're the end of the world. They can drop your credit score, but after a while, give it a few months, start paying on time, especially after a year, those late payments is not going to hurt you as much. Just make sure you continue to keep paying on your accounts. And I will always keep working to remove those late payments. Now, when it comes down to removing late payments, all you guys have to do is send out a simple letter. You guys can send out a goodwill letter. I have all these letters in the membership program for free, you guys. You guys can send out these letters to the credit bureaus or send letters out to the company and work to get these, late payments removed from your credit reports. But listen, if you send a letter to the company, asking them to remove the late payment, I have that letter. You guys can check it out. I have it in the store or I have it in the membership for free. If you guys send them a letter, when they remove the late payments, they're not going to work to remove that account. They're just going to work to remove those late payments. That's if they agree to remove them. When you send a letter to the credit bureaus, they wouldn't mess around just remove the full account from your credit report. So it's like ups and downs with that. Sometimes they may just remove those late payments, but then sometimes they may remove that full account. So, you know, when you're removing late payments from your credit reports, make sure you see if it's worth it. Some people got accounts from like 2005 on their credit reports. They got some good history, and they may have one late payment, and they're like begging me to remove it. And I'm like, hey, if the company ain't trying to remove it, I think we should leave it alone, because that age, I was teaching you guys, age is more important than anything to me when it comes down to credit, because that's going to get you. Age is this. Any account that's old on your credit report, we automatically know that it should be, you know, accounts can't really get old on your credit reports. And when I say get old, they can't really get old if you have charge-offs, because them charge-offs going to end up falling off. You know, usually accounts that get old, they're revolving accounts, you know, they're credit cards. They have a credit limit on them. They can get really, really old. You know, even like this account right here, installment account that's an auto loan. So with the installment account, that account can, you know, it can be your oldest account, but it gives you age. So if you like, I need to get this late payment removed, and you start disputing that account with the credit bureaus, if they remove that account, you have that age that's gone. So a lot of people like, I'm going to get to, you know, the high 700s, 800s. Really, to get to that point, you have to make sure that you're paying your bills on time. You got to let them accounts get old. So when you're working on removing those late payments, make sure that, you know, you check that age, because it may, you know, you may want to just leave them alone and just, you know, work to remove them directly with the company. Now, some of my accounts, like some of my student loans, I like had 3 late payments on them, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to remove them. But at the same time too, that age of student loans is very, very important, you guys. So, yeah, take it or leave it. But any account that have more than 4 late payments, then I tell you guys automatically, you may want to work on deleting it. But check the age. Check the age. Like if account is getting old, like some people, when they start off with credit, I showed you guys that person that messed up all of their credit cards. These credit cards was old, but now they're age. They were like 3 months of age, 2 months of age, but you got accounts that's technically from 2017, 2016. If you kept them accounts open, you would already have 4 to 5 years of age now. But since you messed up on these accounts, you got to get them removed. You're only going to have those new accounts you added now to boost your credit score. So make sure you guys do not close accounts out if you can help it. And make sure you guys just make sure you pay your bills on time. And don't mess with those disputes. Don't mess with those late payments with the credit bureaus if you may want to keep those accounts. Rickita, how do you find houses like you bought before with cash to be renovated as a resident? So I showed you guys that yesterday. Somebody was asking me about tax foreclosures, and I'll tell you guys, like I was looking in Jacksonville. I was looking in different parts of Florida. You know, I'm like, I'm moving to Florida. I should buy some property in Florida, right? So let me share my screen with the Jacksonville sales. And remember, my property, you know, when I bought property, I was in Wisconsin. So those properties was really cheap there. But, you know, certain states, they have cheap property. With certain states, they have higher property. It really just depends. But let me show you where you guys can look to find properties. Now, this is for Jacksonville right here, you guys. When I was looking up tax foreclosures in Jacksonville, this is what I came up with. This is their auction. I'm going to drop it down below so you guys can get a feel of it. And hopefully you guys don't outbid me on some properties. But let me drop it down in the comments so you guys can have it. But this is right here, this is Jacksonville. This is their auction. So you can click start here. You can register. If you register, you got to go ahead and put down a deposit. And a lot of times you got to put down a deposit. I believe I put down a deposit as 10% of your buying power. So I believe like if you're trying to get, you're trying to have $50,000 worth of buying power, you need to put down $500. Just something like that. But they'll let you know when you go ahead and register. But you can go to the auction calendar. You can see I actually had their auction today. Let's see what happened at the auction. You can see right here, the starting bid on this property was $5,000. They end up getting it for $18,000 today at 8:05 a.m. Eastern time. And the assessed value is $51,000. But remember, we was just looking on Zillow and they said the assessed value was lower than what a lot of people was paying for the property. Sometimes, you know, like look at this property. This property, you may be able to fix it up and get $100-some thousand for it, depending on how you fix it up. This is just the assessed value. And when you see redeem like this, that means that they got that property back. But you can go ahead and look up, you know, whatever county you want to stay in. They paid a lot for this property. It must be worth way more than this assessed. The starting bid was $7,900, and the assessed value is $90. And here you go right here. They paid $75,000. All you guys have to do is just Google it. Like literally just Google tax foreclosures and then put your county. And then you guys should be able to find out the properties in that area that's for sale. That's how I got these properties. And I'll show you a few more right after this. You know, we got some time to kill. We still got what, 55 more minutes. But the opening bid for this one was $36,000. They end up paying $60,000. It's assessed at $160,000, $164,000. That's $104,000, y'all. $103,000. Bought equity. That is good, you guys. And you guys, when you go and get these properties, a lot of times you have to come with cash or, you know, certified checks. So check them out. Look at this property. Somebody paid $9,600 for this property. The open bid was $9,500. Let me see if I can look up some of these properties too. Let's see. Let's find something. Oh, you know what property I want to see? I want to see that property where they came in and got it for $60,000. Oh, we don't even have the full address for that property. Oh, man. Okay. Let me see. They paid $72,000. It's assessed at $53,000. There must be something really going on with that property. Let's see. Let's look up this property and see what's going on. Don't forget, when you look up property, just look. I usually try to find a Zillow if I can. So here is, oh, that's the property is down the street. What's this one? 1590. Let's just go right here to Redfield. Let's go right here. So this is the property right here. They're saying the estimated value is $126,000 to $140,000. Well, that would explain why they would come back in. If it's $126,000 to $140,000, that would definitely explain why they would pay as much as they paid for it. Let's go back. I think that was in 5, right? Yep, here you go right here. They paid $72,000, but they're saying it's worth $126,000 to $140,000. That's a steal, y'all. Oh my gosh, because they can turn around, fix the property, do a little work to it, and sell it for that $126,000, $140,000, maybe even more, depending on what they do to that property. But you guys definitely check these out. This one right here, they paid $30,000 for this property. Let's see. All you guys have to do is just Google it. So they paid $30,000. They said it's assessed at $44,000. Let's Google this one and see what's going on with this property. Oh, look, perfect. Zillow guy. I love seeing properties on Zillow. So Zillow is saying it's worth $97,000, and this is the pictures that they have on the home. If you used to rent it out, you may get $1,150 for the property. 4-bedroom, 3 baths. So, you know, they're saying that it's worth about $97,000. And they did not pay $97,000 for it, you guys. So yeah, you guys just check these out. So we seen those properties. This is for Jacksonville. You guys see how to look it up. Let's look up some more. Let's look up Tampa. Let's see what Tampa got going on. So Tampa got some tax deeds. They actually got some tomorrow. So this one, the opening bid is $59,000. They don't even tell how much they assessed for on this one. You see, they don't even say the assessed value. You'll have to go ahead and look it up. So they're saying the opening bid is $59,000. Let's go ahead and see if we can search for this property. Tampa, Florida. Oh, this is in a different part. Let's see. Oh my gosh. They don't even have an image for this one. That wasn't a good one for us to look up. But you guys they don't have the assessed value on here, but that's fine. Just go ahead and copy the address if you have the full address, like this one right here, like they got a full address, and then look it up. And a lot of times you buy these properties, you want to get a title search on them. You want to, even though you pay, you know, $59,000, they may have liens on it sometimes. Say if they had a mortgage on it, they did not pay the mortgage. Yeah, the city took them for taxes, but sometimes they don't clear out the old mortgage debt. So sometimes some of these properties may have mortgage debt on them. So definitely, you know, check the properties out clearly. But that's how I found my properties, you guys. So you guys can use that same method to try to find properties. And hopefully you guys, you know, learned a lot by looking at that. How can I buy houses with no credit? I have a bankruptcy on report. So remember, when you buy cash for a property, when you pay cash for a property, they don't, they don't care about, bankruptcies or anything like that. The only time they're going to care about bankruptcies if you want to go and get a loan. When you go get a loan, you ask somebody to give you a large amount of money, and if you don't, if you don't finish paying off your mortgage, then you're telling them, hey, you can take this property back and try to sell it. I'm sorry, I didn't pay you back. But if you have a bankruptcy on your credit report you want to buy, you guys just have to wait 1 year if it's chapter 13 and then 2 years if it's chapter 7. So chapter 7 is where everything was actually cleaned off your credit. There, everything was wiped off. You listed everything you wanted to get discharged. They was able to get that discharged. And with a chapter 13, that's the one where you're making payments for 3 to 5 years. That's when you start to kind of get everything restructured and you starting to pay on it. But if you have no credit and you want to go the traditional route and get a loan, all you guys have to do is, let me show you. I'll rather show you guys what to do instead of tell you guys. I always tell people, when you have a bankruptcy or you think about filing bankruptcy, sign up for My Jewelers Club. So sign up for My Jewelers Club, and here is it. Here's the link here. So let me share my screen really quickly. Sign up for the My Jewelers Club because they'll add a $5,000 account to your credit reports. And when I got the My Jewelers Club added to my credit reports, my credit was really bad. My credit score went up 60 points. So I definitely suggest you guys sign up for the My Jewelers Club. And when you sign up for this account, like I said, it's going to be a $5,000 account added to your credit reports. You have to pay a $99 membership fee, and then you have to buy something for at least $100. So I usually go to the watches, buy something. Where is that other watch I bought for? This is the watch that I bought for my brother. So for his birthday, I got this account added to his credit reports, and his credit scores went up a lot. So this is the watch I actually bought for him. Is this it right here? This look like it here. Yep, that's it. They already know me. But yeah, this is the watch I bought for him back in November, and it was added to his all 3 credit bureaus, you guys, and it will report as a $5,000 account. So I was just thinking, hey, I'm not going to give him no gift. I'm not going to give him anything. I'm going to give him the best thing, something that can go on his credit. So, yep, I got this account for him here. And then I also did the New Coast Direct, you guys. So definitely check them out. It's another $5,000 account that you guys can get added to your credit report. You have to pay $95 to start, and then you have to buy something for $100. I also bought a watch for them too, but it was like one of the fitness watches. But a lot of times people ask, hey, can I just do the AG Jewelers? Right now, AG Jewelers, they're not reporting to TransUnion Experian. And some people are saying they fall off of Equifax. Back off of them some until they, get everything figured out, and then go ahead and join. Go ahead and sign up. But right now, that's that $10,000 account. I just want to show you guys just in case. That's the $10,000 account that they can report to the credit bureaus. But this one, you only have to pay $149. That's less than one of these accounts. And they're going to add a $10,000 account to your credit reports. Now, they were supposed to add it to TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, but they sent out a letter saying that they had growing pains, so they wasn't able to add it to everybody's credit reports. And, they're working to fix that problem. So right now, while they're working to fix it, don't get this account, but I just want to tell you guys about this, just in case you run into it like, oh, that's a better idea than what Rickita was talking about. You guys probably seen the videos recently. They were not reporting, or they reported to TransUnion Experian, but then they end up falling off for their credit reports. So right now, do the My Jewelers Club and do the New Coast Direct. Another thing you guys can do, you guys can sign up for that kickoff account, and this would be a $500 account that can be added to your credit reports. And all you have to do is just pay $10 to start. So again, okay, look, they got more information. Doing that is good. So you can set up the auto pay with this, but let me tell you what this is. You buy something for $10 or $10 all the way up to $20. It's an ebook. And then as soon as you buy something, kind of like the My Jewelers and New Coast Direct, they're going to add a $500 account to your credit reports. So if you guys like, Rickita, I can't pay $99 for My Jewelers, I can't pay $95 for New Coast Direct, then you may want to look into getting a kickoff account, because you can get this account and they'll add a $500 account to your credit reports. And then listen, that payment, let's look at their account details. Their first payment is not due until March. So we signed up February 8th for this person. Their first payment, actually their payment is not due until March. Their payment is due April 5th. So they got 2 months to pay $2. So every month you're going to pay $2 until whatever you bought up to $20 is paid off. So you can see right here, you can see their payment schedule is a 5th of the month for every month. But your first payment is not due until 2 months. So that's 2 months from now. We're in February. It's not due until 2 months, and it's only $2. So definitely you guys look into this kickoff account. Now, I know I'm talking to you guys about these different accounts, but if you guys already have 4 credit cards, don't forget this is for people that, you know, have a bankruptcy on their credit report. They don't have 4 credit cards. They need to get their skin in the game. They need to get started. That's the people that I suggest sign up for this new kickoff account. The My Jewelers Club, though, those are $5,000 accounts. Depending on your situation, if you do not have regular $5,000 accounts, or if your credit score is low, then go ahead and sign up for them. But listen to my warning with kickoff. When I added this kickoff to my credit reports, I already have over 4 credit cards. I already have installment accounts. My credit score is nice right now. So when I added this to my credit reports, it dropped my credit score 10 points because I didn't need it. So make sure you guys don't add unnecessary accounts, because some people add accounts that they don't need and it'll drop their credit score. So I want to start telling you guys about that now. Now, when I did, you know, I maxed out some of my credit cards. When I added the first kickoff account, when I maxed out some of my credit cards, my balance was too high on some of my credit cards. When I added the first kickoff account, my credit score went up 37 points, but that's because my credit score dropped so much for me spending too much on my credit card. So definitely, you guys, if you need the kickoff account, sign up for it. Especially if you had a bankruptcy, you can't get regular credit cards. So far I told you about 4 credit cards you guys can get. Another account that you guys, well, I don't want to do that one. I want to do the credit builder card because I know for sure they're going to report quickly. So here's a credit builder card right here. This is a $200 secured account. So with a secured credit card, you guys, when you have a bankruptcy on your credit reports, a lot of times they don't want to give you a credit card, but you may have to get a secured account. So with this one, they're going to give you a $200 credit card on your credit report, but you have to, let me make sure this is showing, okay, making sure. They're going to give you a $200 credit card on your credit reports, but you have to put $200 down. You're actually able to get 2 of them, so you'll have $400 added to your credit reports. And they're going to report to the credit bureaus in as little as 2 weeks. You're not going to get a hard inquiry because they're not going to check your credit at all. So that's another thing too. You don't want another hard inquiry. But you guys can definitely check them out. And look right here, as little as 2 weeks. If you guys in Wisconsin, don't even mess with them because they're not going to mess with you. They're not available in Wisconsin. So that's like the downside to it. Now, one more account I want to talk to you guys about, because I've seen a lot of people that filed bankruptcy a month after bankruptcy was able to get a regular credit card. Here is that bank here, Credit One Bank. Let's see. So here it is right here, Credit One Bank. I see a lot of people, after they filed bankruptcy, they was able to get a credit card with Credit One Bank. So this is that company here. Now, sometimes when you get a credit card with them, although it is a regular credit card, they may start you off with a $300 limit, or they may start you off with a $500 limit. You know, they may have like a high monthly payment, a high annual fee, and they're going to charge you that monthly. They're going to break it up within the 12 months a lot of times and charge you that monthly, or they may take it right off the card before they send you that card. But it's an easy credit card. A lot of times I see people that file bankruptcy and I tell them, hey, get this credit card, because I see a month after bankruptcy, especially Chapter 13, they're giving out this credit card. So just take action and get the credit card and you guys should be good. But that's my little tips. If you guys file bankruptcy, you don't have any credit, you need to get some credit, sign up for that. One more account, because I want you guys to have an installment account. Go ahead and sign up for Self. Now, Self said, I've been with Self for a long time. I don't even know how long. But since I've been with Self, they said since I started with them from the beginning, my credit score went up 155 points total. Now, again, that's not just Self doing that. That's all of the things I have going on. My on-time payment history, deleting accounts from my credit reports, making sure that I keep the balance on my credit cards. That's the overall 155 points. But I know for sure a lot of people sign up for Self and they say they see their credit scores go up over 30 points, over 40, 50 points in a month. But it depends on your situation. Now, with you having a bankruptcy and you don't have any credit, this may be perfect for you. So definitely check them out. Now, with this account, I have to pay $48 per month for a whole year. And then they report to the credit bureaus that I'm paying the $48 every month on time, which is what's boosting the credit score up. So they have a plan as low as $25, but you know how I'm paying $48 every month? After a year, they send me all that money back. So it's only a year that I have to pay that. If you guys get the $25 plan, you guys will have to pay for 2 years. Now, a lot of times people just want to buy a house right now, right? People want to buy a house, so I tell them just to get on the year plan, because I would hate for you to get on the 2-year plan and you messed it up because you didn't pay something. So definitely go ahead and check out the self. It's very beneficial to you guys. And all of these links are usually down in the description. And if you guys are part of the class, I have my videos coming up where I'm going to teach you guys and sign up for all these accounts. I probably ask the client when I sign up and show the behind the scenes, because I kind of have that on some of the other accounts. But yeah, you guys definitely sign up for these different accounts. Okay, let's see what's going on. But that's if you have a bankruptcy. I was waiting on some birth certificates to come, you guys. So wait 1 second. Let me see. 1 second. I'm already getting up to me. Who is it? Hello, thank you.
They put it right where you could barely open that door.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny, right? This one requires a signature. We do sitting for a contactless delivery. If you could just spell out your last name.
Cannon, C-A-N-N-O-N.
C-A-N-N-O-N. Oh, Cannon. I totally messed that up, didn't I? C-A-N-N-O-N. Okay. You'll have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Yay, y'all can go to school tomorrow. I'm so excited. So after I go live, you guys, I will go and get y'all signed up for school. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. I've been waiting on these birth certificates. I've been waiting on this. I've been definitely waiting on this, you guys. So I'm so sorry about that. She knocked on the door like she's the police. Girls, I want to say thank you. I'm learning so much. I'm not even in your exchange rate yet. Appreciate you. You're welcome. You definitely don't have to be stuck with bad credit, you guys. Like, seriously, if you guys have problems going on, just talk to me. Just come on my live. Learn. Just sit around learning. Like what I do, you guys, I listen to podcasts all the time. And when I had bad credit, I always felt hopeful listening to other people talk about their situation and how they got through it. That's why I learned so much to even be able to teach you guys. So you're welcome. You're definitely welcome. And I'm happy to hear that a lot of people are learning. A lot of people are learning and getting out of their situation. I just remember, like, when I first wanted to get a divorce and my credit was messed up and, you know, I'm trying to figure everything out. I took a whole year, you guys. That's how I learned, like, all the easy credit cards. Like, literally, I had time on my hands. I just had a baby. This was 6 years ago. Just had a baby, credit jacked up, just moved into new house I bought, the one for $8,900. And I wanted to take some money. I wanted to refinance that house. But for me to be able to refinance that house, I had to get my credit together. Because I was thinking if I refinance the house, I can take the money and I can use that money to buy more properties because properties were so cheap. And I can also fix up my house. So I started listening to things like Bigger Pockets and, you know, just get my life together. But, you know, me not having anything to do, my whole time was spent on reading forums, listening to different podcasts, reading books. So definitely, you guys, stay emerging, and you guys will definitely learn a lot. And, you know, me going through the craziness, in 5 months, I was able to get $70,000 worth of credit. So literally, you guys are getting a shortcut right now. Seriously, you guys are getting a shortcut because, you know, it's trial and error trying to even write a letter. So definitely, you guys, I definitely love when you guys let me know that it is helping you guys, because sometimes I don't want to do it. I'd be like, you know what? They don't need to learn about third-party bureaus. We just do it the regular way, and the regular way ain't working all the time. So definitely. To get credit cards with do you suggest this, or how long does it take to get in public records? So if you guys are looking to do the shopping cart trick, then yes, I do suggest that you guys opt in, but that's what the shopping cart trick. The shopping cart trick is where you're opting into factor trust and a pre-screened opt-out. And when you opt into these different companies, you're going to start getting a lot of offers in the mail. And then you can go to certain websites like Express, Victoria's Secret, Overstock.com, Camping, you can go to these websites, act like you're going to buy something. You know, you put $200 to $250 worth of items in your cart, act like you're going to buy it, and then they'll give you an offer saying, congratulations, you're pre-approved for a credit card. The only reason why they said you was pre-approved for a credit card is because you opted in to receive offers. Now, when it comes down to getting credit cards, you don't have to opt in to get regular credit cards. That's only for the shopping cart trick credit cards. When I was fixing my credit, like I told you guys, when I was going through a craziness, want to get divorced, going through all these different things, I had to, figure out what I need to do. I want to fix my credit. All the different bureaus I told you guys about, and even other bureaus, I froze those credit bureaus. I started working to dispute those credit bureaus. I started learning about those different credit bureaus. So when I say the Factor Trust and the pre-screen, I tell you guys to opt into those two companies, the Factor Trust and the pre-screen opt out. I opted out of them. I said, hey, don't share my information with anybody, because what's happening is when you dispute items on your credit reports, if you start sharing, if you allow them to share your information, some company is going to verify that yes, Rickita did have that $3,000 credit card she did not pay for. I'm like, no, don't share my information with anybody. So that's the only time that I suggest you guys opt in or opt out. If you're doing a shopping cart trick, opt in. If you're working on your credit, you ain't worried about no shopping cart trick, opt out, because you can always opt back in. And then to the second part of the question, if so, how long does it take to get in public records? So if you're thinking about the shopping cart trick, it usually takes like 5 to 7 business days. Some people don't know that you're already there. Like if you guys did like certain payday loans, if you guys had like payday loans and stuff like that, or certain auto dealerships, they already report it to Factor Trust. Factor Trust is just alternative bureaus, like a smaller credit bureau too. They have a credit report on you too. You can ask them for your credit report. They have reports on your credit. So, it can take 5 to 7 days, but sometimes you're already in there. You're already in that public record. I'm fighting to remove a charge off that's 2 years old. Any student has been disputed for a year is reporting wrong information. You know what? Let me tell you what I did. It was accounts on my credit reports that I was fighting. Hopefully you've been keeping a paper trail. If I were you, I would file a lawsuit or find an attorney that can file a lawsuit for you. Like when I filed a lawsuit, because you have something called the FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So you guys have rights within this act. So if they're not removing that account from your credit report and it's clearly inaccurate, then you can show that it's causing you damage. And when you have damages, that's when they're forced to pay you a minimum of $1,000, and a lot of times remove this account from your credit reports. So I just kept a paper trail. I sent all my disputes in certified, and I sent in the lawsuit. Now, I told you guys, when I sent in a lawsuit, everybody like, oh, okay, let's start deleting it. Rickita, what's going on? No. Y'all ain't care what I had going on at first, but now y'all care about what's going on. So what I want you guys to do is just, if you've been disputing for a while, send a complaint to the Better Business Bureau with the FTC. And I'm so sorry. Let me see what this is, you guys. But yeah, just sending complaints to these different companies with the CFPB, and if that's not working, then file that lawsuit or find an attorney that can file that lawsuit for you guys. That's just being honest. And that's, if you've been disputing it all this time, make sure you contact CoreLogic, see if that account is on CoreLogic, because CoreLogic could be giving that information to the credit bureaus too, and you want to. How you keep verifying it? How are you just keeping this account on credit reports? Maybe you need to go freeze it with CoreLogic and then tag the account and send a letter to that company too. I took a class, you guys, and I hope I still got access to it, because I want to remake that course for you guys. Because it's too legal, it's legalized, but it tells you exactly what they're required to do, because I took a class as if I was a creditor. That's how you learn so much. You got to be on the opposite end, right? So I took a class as if I was a creditor, and it was like, hey, you have to do these different things. If you don't do these different things, you can get sued, and this is what can happen. So now I know, hey, they have to do these different things. Like if you send them a letter directly and it's a dispute, you dispute it directly with the company, and they do not mark it as disputed with the credit bureau, then they have to remove that account just off of that. They're violating your rights. So it's different tricks I want to teach you guys, but definitely send in your complaints and possibly think about filing those lawsuits. Or I'm so sorry, you guys. This is crazy. But try to see if you could talk to an attorney, and maybe that attorney can help you in regards to getting that account removed. What about your criminal record? I never thought about people that want their criminal record. Let me look that up, because there's multiple companies. Because that may be necessary, seriously. especially background check companies. Because let me see, let me look that up. I mean, in fact, I can look it up right now. Let me see. Give me a minute. I can look it up. What bureaus have my criminal records? What criminal record check? They send a Bureau of Consumer Affairs. There's other third parties like, okay, so I know for sure like LexisNexis is like when I just got my kids' birth certificate so that they can go to school, right? And I know for sure VitalCheck is they're using LexisNexis, and I know a lot of time LexisNexis they doing like the your driving record, and I know they're doing like background checks. But I have to really dig into LexisNexis because LexisNexis have so much information on us. So right now they sound like the FBI, but let me look deeper on that. Let me write that down so I can look deeper on that. And you can definitely go ahead and dispute some of those things on there. Anytime someone have a report for you, that report is not, they don't have to stay like that, right? And so you can dispute whatever's on that report. So a lot of times I tell people, hey, when you get these different reports, dispute the old addresses on there, because sometimes if you're wondering like with SageStream or, with CoreLogic, if you wondering why certain addresses won't come off your credit reports, that's because these third-party companies actually verifying them. But when it comes down to the criminal records, I'm going to look that up for sure. But when you see anything on these records that you don't want on there, definitely dispute them. And you're going to dispute them the same way you will with the credit bureaus. They're under the FCRA too. You have rights with them under there too. So how to respond to a creditor that sends you a letter back saying that the item is verified. So sometimes when you send out letters to the credit bureaus, you're working to get accounts removed from your credit reports. Hold on one second, you guys. Excuse me, sir. Upstairs. School is tomorrow. We're going straight after this live to get you signed up. I need 30 more minutes, okay? Okay, 30 more minutes. Okay, tell her to let you do it now. It's okay. 30 minutes. I need to be quiet. Okay, in the discussion. But when you send out letters to the credit bureau, they may come back saying that the account is verified. But sometimes they say that it's verified in terms of everything is accurate. Now, that's not always true. Some of the companies, they don't care. They're not checking into it. So when you see that something is verified, that's normal. Send another letter out to them. And if you guys are part of my credit program, what I do is I keep sending out letters to the company. A lot of times too, like when I was working to dispute like accounts on my personal credit reports, I told you guys they kept saying accounts is verified. They even went as far as to say, hey, we're not processing disputes anymore for this account. But the next month that account got removed when I sent in another letter. I don't take that. I don't just take that as the answer. I will send out another letter. I will keep working to remove that account. But they're saying that they verified that the account is 100% accurate, or they verified that the account belongs to you. But read what they say on there, because sometimes they don't just say it's verified. They say it's verified that it's yours, or we verified the account belongs to you. We verified that the account is accurate. The company certified this information. But check that out when you actually read the withdrawals that come in the mail, because that's totally different than the actual credit report. It's more detailed. But check it out, but then send another letter in. Don't get scared. Can remove a late payment that's taken. I am dying here. Woo! I know what you mean. The last late payment I had, you guys, it dropped my credit score 89 points. And I can still cry right now thinking about it. Oh, y'all. And you know what really happened with that late payment? The thing that happened with that late payment is that when I tried to pay the account, I switched the last two digits on accident on my account, and they weren't able to get the money, but I wasn't checking it because I'm thinking it's paid, right? I wasn't checking it. I set it up for auto payment. So I'm thinking it's good. Go ahead and take the money out the account. And it wasn't taking it out, and it dropped to 89 points. What I did was I sent the letter to the company asking them to remove that late payment. And then too, I got so desperate because the company acted like they didn't want to remove it. So I just started sending letters to the credit bureaus and asking them to remove that late payment. Now, I know it takes your credit score, 114 points right now. If you don't do anything about it in about, 90 days, your credit score, after the 30 days, you won't see your credit score go back up slowly. But about the 90 days, you're going to get at least 60% of that back, 70% of that back. But still, dispute that account with the credit bureaus and dispute that account with the company, and don't give up. Don't give up. If the account is really old, say if you had this account for a really long time, then don't forget, it's a chance when you dispute any account, any late payment with the credit bureaus, that they may delete the full account. So, I don't know, take a chance. But send a letter definitely to the company, and a sad letter. And I have a copy of my letters in my store too, just in case. And if you guys are a part of my exclusive membership, you're going to see all of the letters there that you guys can send in. But here's my store, you guys. Just go ahead and put credit 15 in to get 15% off. So the AG Jewelers and today are not reporting any suggestions on any alternatives. So when I came out with them accounts, I was just so excited. I seen other people talking about it on YouTube. I was like, this got to be good. How did I miss this? Like, everybody kept asking me, hey, Rickita, why aren't you telling people? You keep talking about the My Jewelers Club, New Coast Direct. Why are you not telling anybody about the AG Jewelers? So I'm like, you know what? They got on their credit reports. Most people got on credit reports. Let me tell you guys about it. But it turns out that they're not reporting to all three credit bureaus right now. So before the AG Jewelers, I always told you guys about the My Jewelers Club account. And it's more money. It'll be cheaper for you to get that one account with the AG Jewelers than to get an account with My Jewelers Club. And My Jewelers Club will give you a $5,000 account, and the AG Jewelers is saying that they will give you a $10,000 account. So easily you would think, let me go with AG Jewelers, but they're not reporting right now. So since they're not reporting, you guys, go with My Jewelers. You're paying more. So you got to pay $99 just to start, and then you have to buy something for $100. And I'll show you guys, this is the thing I actually paid to get. I bought a watch on here. I bought this watch right here, and I signed my brother up as a birthday gift so it can be added to his credit reports. And actually, that's not the watch I got. This one got stripes on it. But I did get the watch from My Jewelers Club. So you got to buy something for $100. And if it's not $100, you can pair it. So you can get this watch and get this watch because you know it's going to be about $100. You can get this watch right here by itself, or you can go ahead and get anything that you want. But just understand, whatever you buy right now, you have to at least put half down and pay the half monthly. Other half for your balance monthly. So if you just want the account on your credit reports, just buy something for $100. Don't make it so hard, because it was hard for me at first. When I got this account on my credit reports, my credit scores went up 60 points. But at the same time, it was hard for me to even find anything to buy, because I'm like, this stuff is overpriced. I don't want any of this. Then I thought about it. I just want the $5,000 account. So don't make it hard. Just buy something for $100 and pay that $99 fee, and then there's going to be a $5,000 account added to your credit reports. Now, not only can you do that account, you can also do the New Coast Direct. Now, with the New Coast Direct, you guys, enter. With the New Coast Direct, is like the same thing as the My Jewelers Club. It's going to be a $5,000 account added to your credit reports. Instead of paying $99 to start, you guys are actually paying the $95 to start. So you guys are paying the $95 to go ahead and start with the company. You just have to buy something for $100. So that's all you guys have to do to get these accounts. And again, it's going to be a $5,000 account. So if you do both of them like I did, you'll have two $5,000 accounts. But they do have an annual fee, so you will have to pay that $95 fee or the $99 fee every year for it to stay on your credit reports. But there you go, you guys. You guys can definitely check those out. And that's kind of like my alternatives that you guys can do. Those were the original. They've been around for forever. You guys can definitely do that. Thanks, Rickita, for answering my question. The score is a 625, and most of the cards are maxed out. It's kind of offset the utilization, because if we have a 30. Okay, so if you max out your credit cards, I usually tell people, if you max out your credit cards, definitely sign up for the My Jewelers and the New Coast Direct, because when you sign up for these two, you're going to have $10,000 added to your credit report. So now your utilization can go down some, because when they look at your utilization, when you max out your credit cards, I always tell you guys don't spend more than 5%. But when they look at your utilization, they're looking at your overall, how much you have available, and then how much you use compared to how much you have available. So that's how they will come up with your utilization. But I'm definitely going to teach you guys more about utilization after we send out our letters next week. But definitely, you can add a trade line onto your credit report, but you can get the trade line, but with your utilization being like it is now, if you sign up for the My Jewelers Club and the New Coast Direct, I think that your credit score will go up a lot. And with the trade line can come off your credit reports in 60 to 90 days. If you get the New Coast Direct or the My Jewelers Club, they're going to stay on your credit reports, and they're going to most likely be cheaper than if you used to get that trade line. But it's up to you, but you definitely can go ahead and sign up for a trade line, or you can do the My Jewelers Club or the New Coast Direct, because that would definitely help you out. I'll take all your reports. Okay, definitely go ahead and check them out too, because sometimes you may not know, you may have some fraud on your accounts, and you may not write checks. You're like, I don't even write checks, but you still want to check them out because they may have some fraud on there. But definitely, I'm happy that you did that. But check out the other ones too, especially CoreLogic. I'm telling you, that's the thing. That's like the next credit bureau, if you ask me, because they will share information with other credit bureaus, and you wouldn't like that. I wish I knew this information when I was younger, but I might, because I will make sure my kids will have this. Yes. When they get older, I'm going to tell people about your membership. Thank you. And don't forget, you guys, I have an affiliate program, so you guys can definitely sign up for my affiliate program. And if you guys become an affiliate, say if you was to tell anybody about anything that I have that's on my website, you guys will automatically make 25% of whatever I was to make by selling that item. So it won't go in vain. If you guys are part of the membership and you got cousins and family member that, that like, oh, I want to do that, I need to sign up to get my credit together, I need to be a part of that, then definitely share that link with them. And whenever they sign up for anything, you'll get a percentage of that. So you can go ahead and just keep that in your pocket and think about you having like a free membership at that point. I disputed with credit bureaus, Equifax, and Treasury. So if they keep coming back verified, ask them who's verifying this account, and then send a letter to that company. Sometimes, they'll say that the company actually verified it. Send a letter to the company saying, hey, and I did that too with one of my accounts I messed up on. I really didn't want to mess up with the company. I really was mad that I messed up with the company because they gave me so much credit. But after I messed up with them, I need to get my stuff back together. I was like, okay, it is what it is. I've been trying to dispute this account with y'all for, over here. You guys don't want to remove it. And I kind of want to keep the account on there because it's old, but still, let me tell you what I did. I sent them a letter saying, hey, these are all the errors on my report, and I'm going to teach you guys how to make a detailed letter like that to scare these companies. You make a detailed letter, send it to the company, and they sent me a letter back. They even sent me something with a behind the screen saying, hey, we deleted the account. Hopefully I still have it. I had it in my glove compartment last time. Hopefully I still have it so I can go ahead and show you guys. But I sent them a letter letting them know, hey, you need to remove this from my credit report, and they got it removed. But when I sent the letter to the credit bureau, they weren't trying to remove it at all. So definitely, you guys, go ahead and see if you can go ahead and send a letter to the company. Try to send a letter to the company, see if they're going to remove it. And that may be like a better option instead of just sending a letter to just the credit bureaus. All the calls coming in, the kids distracting me, got people at the door, y'all. It's a lot going on. I'm so sorry, but I definitely want to get through these questions. Yeah, if they keep saying it's verified, go directly to that collection. And remember, with collections, I tell you guys to get your credit reports from Identity IQ because they have your last date activity on there. Matter of fact, no, we're going over the last date activity on Friday. You're going to learn how to read an account on Friday. So I tell you guys to get your reports from Identity IQs at the last date activity. A lot of times they're re-aging your accounts. So if a collection is coming back verified, then you want to see if they re-age the account, because that can be a reason why they should remove the account from your credit reports. And then you can send a letter directly to the bureau. You can send a letter directly to the company. You can file a complaint saying, hey, they're re-aging this account. This account should be removed from my credit reports. When they start seeing you attacking them by going to other sources, with the CFPB, say if you're doing like the Better Business Bureau, you're leaving complaints there, then that's when they're going to start trying to remove them accounts from your credit reports. But don't just go with the credit bureau. Don't just go to the credit bureaus thinking that account is going to get removed. You guys may have to send out, different letters to the company, and then you also may have to send another letter to the credit bureaus, and you probably have to do complaints too, and that may help that account be removed from your credit reports sooner. Because on a budget, can I benefit from your exclusive membership versus the credit repair program? So my credit repair program, I don't have a credit repair program. I only do credit repair from now on for people that's a part of my membership. So if you become a part of my membership, you automatically get free credit repair. I really want to teach you guys how to do this. I really do. I want to teach you guys how to do this. I need to focus on what I want to do too, y'all. Like I'm sitting here all day helping y'all, and I love this, but I want y'all to learn how to do these different things. So I don't have a credit repair program. If you guys join the exclusive membership, you guys automatically get the free credit repair. You automatically get free access to me too. But you have to be a part of the exclusive membership. I want to get back to buying properties, got to sign my little ones up for school. I got these different things I want to do. I'm going to go back to working out during the day. I'll be so busy. I haven't been working out lately. I can't sit in front of a computer all day, but I'm definitely here to help you guys. So if you're a part of the exclusive membership, you guys will automatically get free credit repair. We're automatically going to definitely help you guys with your credit repair. But we do not have like a credit repair program at all, where it's just you sign up for credit repair and that's it. When you guys sign up for the exclusive membership, you guys automatically get credit repair. So if you call saying, hey, I want you guys to work on a credit, we're going to tell you guys to sign up for the exclusive membership. And to me, it's cheaper. It will be cheaper for you guys to go that route than to go with like getting credit repair too. So definitely check that out. Yeah, so if you want to sign up for the membership, all you guys have to do is check score to 21,000 or look down in the description, the second link. I have the exclusive membership. Click that link and then sign up. You guys will get automatic access to my membership. Are late payments on the paid account? Or is that everything? Like I told you guys, if you guys have more than 4 late payments and the account is not that, the account is paid and closed, you may want to work on removing it depending on how recent they are. Because a lot of times when you want to buy a house, they want to make sure you don't have late payments within the last year too. So if you got late payments within the last year, if you're like, I really want to buy Rickita, like I really want to buy it, then at that point I would think about just trying to remove the late payments, or even don't forget when you send a letter to the credit bureau, sometimes they may remove that account. So that's like the downside. When I say remove the late payment, sometimes they may just remove the full account and you didn't necessarily want the full account removed. But it depends on what you want done and what's your situation. But to me, for me, I wouldn't want any late payments. When I go and try to get business financing, when I go try to get a loan, I don't want them to see I ever had any late payments. That looks bad. It look really bad. So I would try to work on removing those late payments. I wouldn't want anything negative on my credit reports at all. Because what you're going to do is want to wait till that account fall off a lot of times. And if you're trying to do some type of business funding, then definitely try to get those removed from your credit reports. Even if the account is closed, open, no matter what's going on with the account, you want to remove those late payments. What? A mortgage? Let me get some water to this one. So listen, it's grown people that don't have reports. There's grown people that don't have any credit reports. And I told you guys, one of my brothers, they don't even have a credit report at all. Like they're not in a system, and he's in his 30s. Like, so some people don't have reports. If they don't use credit, which a lot of kids don't, they don't have reports. Some kids, they have to generate a report. And when I say generate the report, they got to sign up for accounts like Kickoff. They got to sign up for accounts like My Jewelers Club. They got to get a trade line. They have to have companies start reporting to the credit bureau saying, hey, this is the name of the person, their social security number, their address, this is their date of birth. This is what I'm reporting for them. As soon as they report that, then the credit bureaus will create a file for them. And if you try to get a mortgage on somebody that they don't even have a report, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen a lot of times. So You know, you can check, you can just go the regular route or send something into the credit bureaus, call the credit bureaus and ask if they have a report. But a lot of times I'm pretty sure that they don't have a report unless they purposely tried to build a report for them. Then they may have a report. But just act like you want to pull the credit reports as if it was your credit reports, or call the credit bureaus too. How do I delete student loans? So student loans, you can just delete student loans the same way you would any other account. Send a dispute into the credit bureaus, let them know you need to have them look at these inaccurate accounts. And a lot of times with your student loans, you may see a lot of inaccuracies in terms of like your payment history. We're going to go over this tomorrow, and we're going to go over this Thursday and Friday, but you're going to see a lot of inaccuracies on these different reports. So find these inaccuracies, go ahead and send a dispute into all 3 credit bureaus where the account is, the student loans are deleted, and then they should work on deleting them accounts from your credit reports. But it's just like any other account. All accounts in your credit reports is the same in regards to dispute, except for inquiries. Inquiries, you have to do that differently, right? Now, in bankruptcy, I want to make sure that you guys are freezing your LexisNexis, and with all the other accounts, you have to freeze that CoreLogic. So there's other tweaks that you have to do, but other than that, you'll send a letter in to the credit bureaus, and you can even list your student loans with your collections, with your charge off on one letter. So yeah, it's the same method. Just send a letter into the credit bureaus, and we're definitely going to go into that starting next week. Tomorrow, I'm going to teach you guys how to, learn a different type of accounts, revolving, installment, these different type of accounts. And then Friday, we talk about how to actually read these accounts, like fully read, how should they look, so that you can find errors. I'll teach you guys how to find errors on your credit reports. Is it a scam to pay a credit repair company a $200 for removing items? Just curious. No, it's not necessarily a scam for you to do that. A lot of times when they start working on your credit, as soon as you sign up, they start working on your credit, or sometimes they start working on it before you even have it fully signed up. So a lot of times they will ask for an upfront fee, and then every month they got to keep working on your credit. They got to keep pulling your credit reports. They got to keep giving you advice. So that's why they most likely charge that $80 fee. But it's not necessarily a scam. When is a good time to start establishing your previous credit? I have a 3 and 2-year-old. So listen, let me tell you how fast their credit can grow. So if you got a 3 and a 2-year-old, the best thing you can do for them right now is build your credit. Build your credit. You may hear people say, oh yeah, my parents added me as an authorized user, and that's how I'm 18 with a 700 and some credit score. What they did was they built their personal credit. They got them good credit cards, maybe they had their Navy Fed accounts that they let get really old, and now they've been with them for 10 years, 15 years, and maybe they had a Chase, Wells Fargo. They have regular credit cards, and they had them for a long time, and but the limit is really high. They added their kids as an authorized user, and then had their kids apply for a few accounts on their own. Like even if you used to do like the My Jewelers Club and stuff like that, if you used to have your kids do those accounts, their credit score will automatically jump in a month or two, just like that. So they can establish credit that way. When they 2 and 3, you can't really do anything because it's illegal really to give out credit, to get credit or to put things in your kids' names. So just wait. When they turn 18, when they fresh 18, or even when they 17, you can actually add them as an authorized user. So right now, build your credit up, get you a few good credit cards where you can add them as an authorized user when they get older. We may not even have credit then, thinking about where we're at now, but you can add them as an authorized user, and then that would really help boost their credit score up. But I really want you guys, make sure your personal credit is as good as it can get. Seriously, make sure your personal credit is as good as it can get, because you can't help somebody else if yours is not all the way together. As soon as yours is together, you can help your cousin, you can help your neighbor, you can add them as an authorized user or any of your credit cards. It'll automatically boost anybody's credit score depending on where they're at too. Some accounts you add them, they may not boost your credit score, but it may be able to boost their credit score. So just focus on yours. Focus on getting them credit cards that you want to keep on your credit reports and you want to have for a while. And then you'll see, as soon as you add them as an authorized user, their credit score is going to jump up. And I always tell people, Like, seriously, you guys, adding your kids as an authorized user is the best thing that you can do for your kids, seriously. And if you got kids that's 18, they're going off to college, while they're young, you start doing things that you want to implement into your kids. You start teaching your kids different things, like when you rehabbing the house or you buying your first house, and get them involved. Get them involved in this process. Let them see what's going on. Let them show, hey, mommy gotta look at mommy. Mommy gotta get her credit together. Talk about these different things even when they're young. My 2-year-old, my 2-year-old and my 4-year-old hear me so much talk about credit. They may just pick it up. Another reason why I say that is because they're at a Hispanic daycare. They already been there. Today is day 3. As soon as I pick them up that same day, they're speaking all the little Spanish songs. I'm like, how are you guys doing that? They pick up on so many different things. Make talking about credit, saving, and budgeting a part of y'all life, and have your kids budget with you. Like my little, my 6-year-old, he got to save. Chuck, you still in there? How much you got in your save? You still got some money in your save? What you saving up for? You still saving? He's saving. He said he was saving money for something, but he will save. He's not how to say, okay, he must save. And then they have let me show you guys, just in case you guys have older kids. They have no, I don't want to talk yet. We need 6 more minutes. I'm sorry for asking you a question. I'll be in there in a second. They have the green light debit card, you guys. So as your kids start getting older, get them that debit card. You can pay them for their chores, and it will teach them how to start using a debit card. Like my daughter, I don't know, since she was like, 8, 7, I used to send her in the store with my debit card all the time. Like, hey, go purchase this. And she will go ahead and purchase it. And even when, like, years ago, we was getting food stamps and stuff like that, I sent her in there. She know how to get the card, do the, I don't know if she probably still know how to do the pay and transaction. But, yeah, teach them the different things. Teach them the difference between credit and debit when they're using their cards. But you definitely can pay them, and they'll even teach your kids how to invest into stocks and stuff like that. This is the future. This is the future, you guys. This is how you can give your kids that leg up. But when they're young, you can pay them for chores, and if you just want to send them any allowance. And then, too, they're going to learn so much by just using that card. But authorized user would be the best thing for your kids. Make sure you keep your credit together, and you guys will be good. Look at my daughter listening to me right now. There she go right there on her page. But I don't know why she on here saying hi, but she was here listening. She used to help so much with sending out the letters, you guys. I told you guys, when I send out the letters to the credit bureaus, we'll have so many letters. I told her how to actually package up these different letters. So get them involved. When you're doing your letters, have them do the envelopes for you. You have them do these different things. Filling out an envelope is something you have to learn. So do these different things with your kids, and that'll be the best thing for them while they're really, really young. Have you heard of Credit Game University? I have heard of the Credit Game channel. I have heard of the Credit Game channel, but I haven't looked at their university or anything that they have going on. Maybe I will answer that validation. Yeah, you can. So that's if it's a medical bill. You can use a HIPAA violation. You definitely can use HIPAA if it's a medical bill. Okay, let me see. I'm going to run through these next ones fast. I know I usually give y'all like the long answer and then I add more on just in case people need to know more than they don't know already. But how many installment accounts should we have on a credit report? So far, I have 2. I tell people to have 1 or 2. And when you're starting off, just get the kickoff. Well, they don't have a kickoff anymore. Just get the self for right now. Get that self, get it added to your credit reports, and that'll be good. And if you have more, good. Just make sure you have on-time payments. My jewelers reports real fast. They do report fast. I really love them companies. It's just the point that when I seen that some other companies coming in saying like they can give you for cheaper at a higher amount on credit reports, I was like, yes, but stick to the old school, y'all. Get the My Jewelers Club and the New Coast Direct. Oh, excuse me. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so if you got that bankruptcy, if you keep trying to dispute and they won't remove it, send letter to the credit bureaus or call them. Call them and say, hey, you guys have this bankruptcy on my credit report. Every time I send you guys a letter, you keep verifying it. Who is verifying it? Who is saying that this bankruptcy is mine? And they'll let you know, hey, we heard from the court. Or they may say, hey, we got the information from LexisNexis. And sometimes you send a letter into the credit bureau asking them for verification, or, or asking them for the company to actually verify the account. They'll have it right there on the letter. So a lot of times if you see that they say they got it from a court, send a letter to the courthouse. The bankruptcy court saying, hey, I heard that you guys sent a letter out to the credit bureaus verifying that I had a bankruptcy. And they're going to send you a letter back saying, no, we do not verify anything with the credit bureaus. As soon as you get that letter, and then you have proof of the letter that they sent you. So a lot of times they'll send a letter. I suggest, even if you call them, do send in another letter so you can get the actual letter, because you can send it in a copy of the document that you got from the courthouse, and then you can also send a document that you got from them saying that the court verified it. Because when you send both of these into the credit bureaus as a dispute, and you go ahead and do a complaint, then that account will get removed from your credit reports, because they'll know that you know what's going on. And then on top of that, if they said that they verified it with LexisNexis, disputed with LexisNexis, and when you disputed with LexisNexis, then go back and dispute it with the credit bureaus, because the credit bureaus is really getting information from LexisNexis. LexisNexis is selling it to them. Thanks. Beat them at their own game. Definitely. So you said you got a call from Israel. It's actually delete and remove. That was the actual company that we were using to process the dispute. So if you guys, you're trying to work on your credit, that would be the actual company that we're using to process disputes for our exclusive membership clients. But that was fine. It's Israel. He's my assistant. He handled everything. Oh, that's good. I love to hear couples doing it together. Me and Babe definitely, be tackling different things together, even what we're doing now. So that is really good. Beware the credit university. I paid them, and then they tried to send me to a third party to fix my credit. They wanted the payment too. I seen them, and they blowing up on YouTube because of the ads and stuff that they have out there. But I don't know for sure. Definitely go ahead and check them out. I realize when they tell you different things, they don't give you the game. It's not the credit game. You got to go into back office to get everything. I'm going to show you guys how to do the dispute yourself. So if you want to pay, for the letters, go ahead and get the letters. You can start working to do this stuff yourself. Or if you don't want to work, don't want to pay for the letters, and you want to just learn how to, write a letter in general, I can show you guys how to do that too. But just I don't know, look around, see what's going on. But we definitely at our 2 hours. If you guys are looking to sign up for my exclusive membership, don't forget, you guys can always look down in the description or text SCORE to 21,000 to be a part of our texting club. My phone number is 833-Rickita, so call or text me anytime. I told you guys I was going to start going live at night, but as you can see, y'all probably can hear, I have my little ones here still. So my 2 little ones went to daycare, but now we have to send these last 2 to school. So I'm going to go, get everything together so that they can start school. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If you guys want to join my membership program, my exclusive membership, where you get your credit repair for free, you guys will get all of the content that I'm talking about, even my classes. Everything is organized there. My dispute letters, and even my master credit card list of all of the credit cards. You guys will get all of that by being a member of my exclusive membership, you guys. But I'll see you guys later. Make sure you guys text SCORE to 21,000. Don't forget that. Bye-bye, everybody. See you guys later.